Alright, well, welcome back to Birdoggydog's Let's Play of Edge of Space Beta. Once again, I am Birdoggydog. Let's kick it off. I have switched over to lovely George Killian's Irish Red for the evening, so don't mind me if I take a sip of beer every once in a while. Killian's Irish is the official beer this evening of this Let's Play. They're not paying me anything to say that, nor should they. Nobody cares what I think. Honestly, I'd rather be drinking Lagunitas right now, but we'll sort of ignore that. Anyway, moving away from one of my favorite pastimes, beer, to another favorite pastime, gaming, I think today we are going to set a goal, and that goal is to finish off this upper room, and then we are going to hollow out this area down here and make a generator room and set up some automated light switches. I was sort of looking at the last video and realized that I think that is the obvious next step. We highlighted that it exists a minute ago in the last video, so now we're going to really show it off. So I think, I'm pretty sure we're in some need of, and I've completely forgotten what the controls are in the inventory again. I believe, yeah, crafting, there we go. So let's see here. We are going to want some more clay walls. We need clay, obviously. And then from there, what else do we need to harvest? We are looking at, so, sensors, pressure plates. We need inorganic mineral metals and inorganic minerals. Okay, easy enough. Relays, gates. We're going to want a bunch of gates, but where is the actual generator? Am I doing my I'm blind as a bat thing again? Let's see here. Generator. Alright, so patchwork generator. Looks like we can make one of these already, so let's make one and see what it looks like. Well, okay. So let's do the following. Let's hollow out down here first. Since we're already here, we can get it done. I think, if anybody ends up watching these, and I have no idea if anybody will, but I think, depending on what feedback I get, I probably am actually going to spend a fair amount of time on the power system. Like I said in the last video, I have some knowledge there, and it's going to be fun for me to do. I think I'm really hoping that they do some sort of automated defenses and traps and things like that. And if they do, I will be right there trying to figure out fun ways to utilize that functionality, and hopefully share some of the knowledge with you guys that I developed through this. Hopefully you can, watch me make stupid mistakes and not make those mistakes, that kind of thing. While I do a little bit of this mining here, I wanted to mention a game that I had just recently played a whole bunch of, which is called Ivan. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that one. It's a roguelike, probably one of the coolest roguelikes I'm familiar with offhand. It's a very weird game, as an example of why it's sort of unique. The best leveling strategy I've found at the very beginning is to go to the starter town and dual-wield bananas. The gods show up rather routinely and smite you for, amongst other things, waking them from the showers, being just a sort of general nuisance to them anyway. You're not a popular guy. It's insanely hard. So, just wanted to give that game a shout out. I haven't played it in a little while, but it's been on my mind lately, what with all of these sort of Metroidvania, roguelike kind of things. So, we're going to make some generators here. I don't know. So, it would be nice to have some hover over indication of sort of caliber of the stuff that I'm looking at. That may be, sort of a tooltip kind of thing. Because, like, right now, I don't really know which one of these I should make based off of the caliber of the resources I have, the caliber of their outputs. I can make them both, but beyond that, I don't really have a good grasp of it. So we're going to throw some ice. I guess we'll make auxiliary generators because I can. I only have enough to make one. Rocks. It says I have enough rocks, but I don't think I do. Is there a different kind of rock that they think I've got? Right. Well, we're going to need to go get some rocks, I think. Yeah, we don't have enough rocks. Okay, so we need to harvest some rocks for our generators. and we need to harvest some mud for our generator. Maybe we can make a patchwork then. Metal. I've got aluminum. Okay. And then I've got dirt. And then I have no uranium. Okay, so we have to go do some mining for that stuff. While we're doing that, let's see what else we need to get. Mineral, metal, okay. Looks like all of these need the same stuff. Okay, so let's go get our hands on some stuff. I don't know, I've been thinking about RPGs a lot today. I just recently started a fresh playthrough of the original, or of the second Fallout, while I was on an airplane the other day. And, you know, that really is a brilliant game. That intro sequence in that is brutal. You really have to be careful and lucky, or have a very combat-oriented character to get through that first section. And, you know, it just reminds me of how much more difficult games used to be in general. That's one of the reasons why here I'm actually pretty excited, right? Like, so, if you remember last time I was talking about how the devs were intending, I think, for this to be sort of a survival struggle of a game, right? You're going to die a lot. You're going to have to do battle with various, I think, various groups. Like, you're actually going to be under fairly aggressive combat situations a fair amount of the time. And, you know, that aspect of sort of constant challenge is really great. I don't know if you've seen, like, the new Skyrim Legendary Edition. I just started, I've got, like, a 15th level character on a really heavily modded Skyrim thing that I've been doing. And the Legendary's just terribly brutal. It's so unforgiving. You know, one shot, I think I got killed by a mud crab in, like, 3 hits the other day. Oh, and apparently I was completely out of battery power. So that's that, you know, that whole, the reason why the jellyfish are really annoying thing showing up again. And again, you know, it's annoying here. I fall, I die. That sucks, right? But in a actual situation with, say, a rocket monster around, that's definitely a death situation, and that could really turn into something you have some concern about once your character gets into those situations more frequently. I'm hoping, you know, we're going to go out for a wander here, start collecting a lot of resources. I'm hoping we run into some more exotic stuff than sort of the basics that we've seen so far. I don't know what'll happen there. This looks like titanium to me. Yeah, titanium. There's ice, you know, so we've sort of been running into these same things. I don't know where the other stuff is. Those might be the resources that are buried deep down. But I'm hoping while we're out sort of collecting and doing all this that we get lucky and start seeing some of the rocket robots that are, they're entertaining. I have yet to do anything except die against one. But that's, again, you know, given my preference for the struggle, not such a bad thing. We're gonna have plenty of titanium for gates and stuff. I don't know what the relays take. I didn't think about that. And I think we need some more mud, and then we should be ready to do a single generator. Like I said, the goal here is to collect some clay as well, finish off the house, and then give it some lighting that's automated so we can turn it on and off. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that. Might have to pause it on you guys once or twice and do a quick wiki check, just to make sure that I'm using things that actually require power. I'm not sure if the tooltips support that yet. We'll find out in a little bit here when I get actually to that point. You know, let me know also, guys, if you know, watch any of these. I'm trying to show you as much of the game as, you know, as is reasonable. But if you guys don't want to watch me do the harvesting, or, you know, only want to watch portions of it, I'll edit stuff out if, you know, it's too tedious for you guys. You know, I'm going to try and keep most of the projects that we do developmentally here compact, so that we don't get too hung up on resource gathering, because it's not my favorite part of these kinds of games. It can be grindy a little bit, you know, as you wander around and sort of idly, I guess, collect resources, you know. Given the sort of lack of interesting combat features that I'm facing here so far, I'm not, you know, as inclined to do it sort of for fun. I'm hoping, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of hoping we can run into the robots or maybe something more interesting. There's some clay, which we always need more of. So one of the things that they've talked about that I saw, I'm not sure, I think it was a forum post on the Steam forums. Somebody posted a short video of what appeared to be mortar firing penguins, so mortar penguins, which I'm of the opinion of is probably the best thing they could possibly add to this game, excluding of course sharks with lasers, which we always need more of. I really can't think of a single thing on this earth more valuable to humanity and man as a species than sharks with lasers. And you can quote me on that. I don't have a problem with that. And I actually want to go so far as to say, if you don't agree with me, you're definitely not. You're not American and you're not British. You might be like Italian or something. I could see that. But you're definitely not a Brit or an American. So hopefully I didn't piss off any Italians there, I guess. But so moving along, let's check and see how we're doing on resources here. No, what am I? See, I always forget. 1, so we need a metal, which we apparently have a substantial amount of titanium now. We need some dirt. We were going to try and do these generators, which are under here. So we need radioactive materials for that one. Do we have the mud? So we need ice, which we have a lot of. We need raw mineral rock, which we have enough of. And then we need some mud. And the mud, that would be you, and we have enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and shoot out a generator here. Let's do some science. So I posted the first video, a link to it on the forums, and I think she's the community manager. Her name is escaping me at the moment, but she responded that, I asked a question about why you could make guns out of rocks and dirt, and her response was that it was because of science, and that's a really valuable point, and I approve of science as a cause for all sorts of things. A little piece of background. So in my real sort of day-to-day thing, I do software development. So I am all about machines and computers taking over the world. Let's get some Skynet in here. I'm hoping they let me build a Skynet. Wouldn't that just be fantastic? Also, my roommate, when I told him I was doing this, said that I ought to do an adding machine for you all. So I don't know if I'll actually go that far, but if there is some interest in sort of demoing some of the logic possibilities of that system, let me know in the comments or on the Steam forums or whatever, and I might, come up with a couple of very basic examples of what you can do there. A lot of it depends on what things they allow you to drive with that system. So if there's pumps that maybe pump liquids, or platforms that can be moved up by some mechanism, by wiring or something like that, then, you could make elevators, you could make some really cool stuff. So, we'll just sort of see. I'm not sure how all of those features are implemented, and I don't know how they're going to expand over time. And, that's kind of the interesting thing about doing a Let's Play on a beta like this, I guess, is that you're going to watch my playstyle and this game sort of evolve, and that's part of, I think, the fun of it, right? Is like there's some evolution to the way this is all going to go. We don't know what the feature set is exactly. We're going to watch it come in over time, and to me that's what makes these sort of pre-order deals exciting. Is I did that with Towns as well, if you're familiar with that game. That's sort of I'd call it like a Dwarf Fortress Light in a lot of ways. Graphical, not nearly as impenetrable. Fun. I'm a big Dwarf Fortress buff. I prefer Dwarf Fortress, but I can see for the non-quick key inclined, those of you used to a GUI for things, how that is, definitely far more attractive option. I don't know a whole lot about it. I didn't play it for too terribly long, but it's got some real potential. Last time I played was a while ago. I'm not actually sure if it's even released yet. So let's go ahead and do a quick check. We needed more clay. We've got 68. We should probably get a little bit more, and then I think I want to collect enough other stuff to do another generator and some wiring. And then I will probably put the video on hold for just a minute while I do a quick sort of sample case. Although, I don't know, maybe you guys want to watch me do my test case. I'll put it in there, and if I need to edit it out, I'll edit it out. That's fairly simple. So we need a lot of mud, which it looks like we've got enough. I want some more rocks. Is this clay? Okay. I think that's probably substantial clay. So I'm kind of lazy. I don't really want to run all the way back to the house, so whenever I do decide that we've gathered enough random stuff, we're going to do the old run to your death approach to, Oh, cool. So that enhanced thing is pretty sweet. You know, because I don't actually have to move to do my harvesting, which is nice. As you can see, the jellyfish still just a nuisance. They're so annoying, and they're just so frequent that I normally don't even bother to kill them. Plus, they provide light when you go south. That's actually an interesting side effect of having them hang out. So, you know, because they don't actually cause any damage, and because I don't have any real need for the energy at the moment, they're actually a source of a light source for me, which is kind of cool. You know, nice way to abuse the environment to gain some small tactical advantage. You know, what's life if not that? So we are lost in here. We're gonna go ahead and dig our way. No, we're gonna abandon that. I cannot really figure out what's going on down there. Alright, so I think we might just need to die. I don't know exactly how we would get home otherwise. I've kind of forgotten where I've gone, wandered off. It would be cool if there was a compass. Maybe there is, you know, some sort of indicator where your spawn point is. Yeah, as you can see, yet another one of these stupid things. Alright, thank you for dying. I appreciate your cooperation. That looks like some more aluminum. Since we found it, we might as well harvest it. So, you know, if you guys know anything about, like, how these resources spawn, where they're more likely... Oh, so, okay, there's a crab, hardshell crab. Those guys are actually kind of surprisingly difficult to kill. I don't know for a fact that it's a hardshell crab. That's just what it looks like to me when I glance at it. They're kind of a pain, so we're going to go ahead and deal with him with extreme prejudice and... you know, no respect for wild animals. We slay them at every opportunity in this game. I believe that's how it's intended to be played. You know, not that I condone violence against innocent woodland critters or anything, but I condone violence against innocent ocean critters for certain. Oh, I'm not entirely sure how I just died there, but that's okay. We were sort of intending for that to happen anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to building these walls. Let's get the rest of this place finished. So, what do we need? We need clay, and then we need... Oh, man. Okay. We want to do... Alright, we'll do 20 clay. Alright, walls. Come on. There we go. We need 100 basing. Do I have something? I've got 100 dirt exactly. Excellent. Alright, well, for science, and in your name, community dev manager, for science. I will find out your name, and then from now on, every time I do anything, I'm just going to be like, in the name of this random mod, forum mod, I create blah blah blah. Again, you know, that's another reason to let me name my items, you know, just throwing that out there. It's a suggestion I would very much love to see implemented, is that you guys let me, you know, name my laser gun Death of Kings, or, you know, Slayer of Rabbits, Filderbrand, Jubilation Tea Cornpone, you know, any of a variety of interesting sort of names for a thing. Alright, so let's put our generator down. Let's see what that looks like. Where is our generator? I don't know if generators and things like that require fuel. You know, I just don't really have any... Did I place it? Huh. I seem to have lost sight of the generator. That's a class 1. Laser picks, cutters. That's the old toilet. Dirt. Yeah, so... Huh. I don't know what we did with it. Alright, well, luckily we have the resources to craft another, I believe. Weird. I could have sworn I did that. Alright, well, we need mud. Come on. And then we need ice. I think I actually have enough to do 2, so let's do 2. Yeah. And then we need rocks. And we have enough. Sweet. So we'll do... Oh, really? What are you? Oh, you're aluminum. That's rock. Okay. There we are. Science me up in the name of community mod science. Alright. So... Where did it... Huh. Where is it ending up? I don't get it. Character? I appear to be having a fail moment. Ceramic walls. I mean, it used up my mud. But I do not... Huh. Ah, there we go. Auxiliary generators. There we are. When you just gotta go. Alright, so... What do they look like? They look like... Oh, they're actually a lot smaller than I had anticipated. Well, so in that case, I wonder if can I place one there? Right there. Beautiful. And then we're gonna place one right there. Okay. And I don't actually know how this is all gonna work. We're gonna do a little experimentation here to get the system underway. So that's R. So we go to 1. So now what we're gonna need is highly top secret. Excellent. Dual lensed wall light requirements. It's so warm, fluffy, and puts out a lot of light. Alright. Bright lamps. That is 1 bright light. I can get behind all of this. Plasma torches. A lot of light for little effort. Okay. Doors, powered metal doors. Okay, so this is what I'm curious about. I mean, clearly that says it's powered. It doesn't tell me much else about it. We're gonna well, no, let's keep this whole segment as clay. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Medical. Cryopods, cryod. What do you need? You need gel and replication receptors, raw organic. Wow, so some bunny rabbit goop and apparently some biomass, and you can clone yourself. Science really is powerful. Sometimes I just don't really give science its due, and I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, so relays, sensors, triggers. So I can make a switch. I actually can't make a relay. What do you need to do relays? For each powered input, will power up a paired output. Okay. This schematic holds the information necessary. Okay, so what do we need? We need raw mineral metal, inorganic mineral. Okay, well, we can fix that with our refining. C? No, 2. Clay. No, we don't. Oh, yeah, we've got plenty of walls. Start. Okay. So you should now solve that problem. And then what do we need? Raw mineral metal. Raw mineral metal. Oh, so I thought green meant that it was viable, blue meant it wasn't. That's actually not the case, which is a bummer. Okay, so we've now got a relay. Which takes up actually a substantial amount of room. Okay, so I think we are actually going to go back to my original plan. Oop. Which is that we're going to set you up as our power center. I don't know how you take inputs or outputs. I don't really know what we're doing, so let's go. This is the part of the blind Let's Play, right? So you guys saw the amount that I had learned in the last video. This is me now kind of stumbling through, trying to figure out how this all works. So relays, switches, how do you actually connect everything? Gates, I shouldn't just have to... Oh, droids. Defense droid. Drone alpha, huh? Alright, I'm convinced. We should have a drone. That's definitely a thing we should have. Raw minerals. Oh, well, I guess we can do a little... Well, we can dig this out anyway. Nobody's gonna care. Right? You guys aren't gonna tell. We got a lot of dirt to mine out. So, I hate these jellyfish. I don't know about anybody else's opinion of them. They're like my least favorite things in the world. Alright, we've got enough minerals, it looks like. Okay, so let's do that. We now have a defense drone. For science! Oh, nice. That's cool. So it adds some percentage to my ability to not die. So how do I activate it? I don't really understand how that works. Let's check character sheet. That's definitely not how it works. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I don't really understand how that apply. Oh, I know. Okay, it's an inventory item. I guess I can't drag the character screen around, which is a little strange to me. There we go. All right. I have a 2% bonus from my defense drone. Handy. Okay. Let's kill this stupid thing. Alright. So, how the heck do we connect this guy to something? And can we do it through walls? That's another valuable question. So let's go ahead and pull down our generators real quick. I have a feeling we're not using them correctly. And I am going to break off real quick. I'll be right back to start this off.